Hi, my tubies. This is Sheila, part two of bad habits and mistakes women make in love. So I'm going to let us get back with R.C. Blake because he's trying to help women um, just like I am. And sometimes it's more helpful to women if they're hearing it from a man's point of view. So here we go.
Should be more mature and smarter. You're still behaving like a little girl. You're 35 years old, but you're still behaving like a little freshman in college.
He just got through reading the scripture where it says how women are behaving very silly, and they are even losing they're disgracing themselves. You know, they are really just shaming themselves. All of this so you could say, look at me, everyone. Hi, yeah, I got a man. See, I got one. Here we go.
Boys still running the same game on you that they ran on you when you were 18. Now you're 36. You're twice the age you were, but you're still being fooled by the same game because you're silly. You lack maturity and you lack dignity. See, there's some things that you should not accept into your life just because of dignity's sake. You don't let a man disrespect you and then, won't call you for 4 or 5 days and then you calling him on the 6th day. And he disrespected you. It's because you turn your intelligence off. You turn your intelligence off. And you go from, what's my baby's name? Michelle Obama, the first lady. That's a brilliant woman. You go from Michelle Obama or a Hillary Clinton to Marilyn Monroe. Do you see the difference? You can be a Hillary Clinton, a Michelle Obama in your mind, but when you fall in love, you turn into Marilyn Monroe. Okay, number two, when a woman thinks she's in love, and we've talked about this before in the father-daughter talk, she talks too much too soon. All a man got to do is just blow your mind, just say the right stuff to you, call you wifey 2 or 3 times, and I can see myself spending my life with you, and I love your kids. There's some brilliant. He never even met your kids.
This is such an excellent point that Pastor Blake, R.C. Blake, is making when he says, and I've witnessed it with my own 2 eyes. I've witnessed it. All a dude these days have to do is say, I love you and you're beautiful. And bam, out comes your wallet. Your legs are flying wide open. And that's all he had to do. I mean, he didn't have to have a job. He didn't have to really want to get to know you. He didn't have to have his own place. So he didn't have to have much of anything. Oh, but that's okay. You're beautiful. And I love you. Yeah. Yeah, I really, really, really care about you. Everything is words. How was Eve deceived? With words.
Know your children. And once he breaks you down with stuff he knows you want to hear, and he plays the character that he knows you want to see, you go to spilling the beans. You go to running your mouth, just running your mouth. And he's taking in all of the information and he's playing you with sheet music that you provided. Because when you think you're in love, or there's the possibility of love, you go to running your mouth, not understanding that the ammunition of the predator would be the thoughts in the woman's mind. The more he knows of what's happening in here, the more powerful and the more potent his game is. And he gets all of his ammo from you. You go and put it all on Facebook. I don't know where y'all get that from. You got all your feelings out on Instagram. You're doing periscopes, just spilling all your emotions in the moment. And then you wonder how these dudes keep slipping into your life, playing you. You thinking this is the perfect guy, and then every time you left heartbroken. You talk too much, babe. You talk too much. You talk too much. See, women manipulate.
And the reason that a lot of women tend to put it out there is because women are trying to communicate. Women are really seriously trying to build something. So, like me, when I go on a date, like I told you, I've been on 5 dates with the DMs from Facebook, which God knows that was they were very very lucky to get a date with Sheila Truelove. And out of the 5, I only kept 1. I threw back the 4 because they were garbage. As far as I was concerned, they were demons. You know, back in biblical times, Jesus used to cast demons out of people. We know Jesus is not doing that now. So we have a lot of these people out here, these dudes. Like when I see dudes, the first thing I be like thinking is cockroach demons, because I can see straight through these guys' game. You know, how you doing? Yeah, baby. So, you know, trying to get your phone number or want to give you their phone number, get angry at you because you're not interested. I've had one even throw a bottle at me, a bottle, which is when I got hip to the game. I started wearing a wedding ring and an engagement ring. So now all I have to do is hold up my hand and I just say happily, happily. And what I be meaning is I'm happily single, and I'm single by choice happily. Now they can take it, the ring, and read it whichever way they want to. But I know I get tired of suckers calling me a bitch just because I'm not interested. And I always say it politely. I'm not rude. I'm just like, no, that's okay, baby. That's okay. No, that's all right. Or I'll lie and I'll say I'm already involved. What, you're not allowed to have friends? You can't have friends? Yeah, I can have friends. Yeah, sure. So I'll take your phone number and I'm gonna give it to my man. Is that cool? But anyway, and I'll have him call you. But anyway, I just got tired of it and I found it easier just to slap on a ring and just please. It's just easier.
Manipulate men visually. When a woman wants to manipulate a man, what does she do? She puts on a short dress, high heels, lipstick, hair, what y'all call beater face, whatever y'all call it. She knows what to do visually. You manipulate men visually. Men almost have no defense for visual, you know. When a woman's sexuality is visual, woo! And then she's, you know, just pushing it in his face. Man, that's hard to deal with. A man he turns his intelligence off then. But when a man wants to break a woman down, he breaks her down with words, the right words. And guess where he gets those words from? You. He learns what to tell you to break you down from you. You go to talking about how your ex-man did this to you and you wish he had been this and you wish he had been that. And he's just writing information.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to comment on when he said that a man turns off his intelligence when it comes to women and how they look. You know, that men are very visual creatures. When this is why I said, if I can't find someone who has the mind of Christ and someone who has biblical morals, values, and standards, I don't even want you as a friend. Those are the only type of people that I deal with in my life right now. Because like I told you, in my relationships, whether it's friend relationships or love relationships, I put my heart and my soul into the people that I permit in my life. So I'm very careful who I let get close to me. But, you know, the point that I was making is it's so important for you to find someone who has the mind of Christ, and then you don't have to worry too much. You don't have to really worry when it comes to him stabbing you in your back and doing cutthroat. And notice I said that they have to have the mind of Christ, not pretending like some of these pastors and priests and elders and ministerial servants and overseers, not pretending to have the mind of Christ, but they actually have the mind of Christ. And I assure you, Sheila Truelove, I know how to tell the difference between the real ones and the pretenders.
Now, next 2 days, he coming around playing that character for you because you talk too much. Talk too much. You got to shut up sometime. Number one, when you have to understand this, when you are embarking upon a relationship with a man, he's not interviewing you. You are interviewing him. The Bible does not say a woman that gets a husband obtains favor. The Bible says when a man finds a wife, he obtains favor.
Thank you.
So I forget who it was that said this, but it was powerful. So when you marry him or you engage him, you're doing him a favor.
Thank you. Hello,
So
ladies. I've said this numerous times, and I don't understand why women don't understand that you're the gift, sweetheart. God created you as a gift for him. And when someone gives you a gift, you're supposed to cherish that gift. And I really need women to focus on that point that R.C. Blake is bringing out. You're the freaking prize, baby. You're doing him a favor. You heard it right here with your own ears coming from a man. And I never yet went through that Bible and found any scriptures that say when a woman finds a husband, she findeth a good thing. No, it says when a man finds a wife, he has found a good thing. That's a blessing for these dudes. And women need to know that, baby. You're the gift. You don't need to be nobody's floor mat or somebody's sucker. Anytime you don't want to do what he wants you to do, he's giving you silent treatments, or he's shunning you, or he's not paying you attention until you give him something, until you spend money, until you give him what he wants, until you break in, like R.C. Blake said. Anytime these clowns sit up here and disrespect you, and you're the one that's sitting up here talking about, I'm sorry? What? I'm not the one who screwed up here. I'm not the one who was disrespectful, abusive, stressing you out. You're the one who's doing all of this. No. Like I said, no. I'll wait on the second coming of Christ before I decide to get into another relationship. No, thank you. It's too much work. So many women are developing breast cancer and all type of cancers in their body because of all this stress of trying to get a man, trying to hang on to the man. They're doing too much. It's too much work. And then 9 times out of 10, it's not even worth it. How many R.C. Blakes do you think are out there? Trying to find a man who has the mind of Christ, biblical standards, morals, and values, that's like hitting the lottery. The lottery. Good luck, ladies. Good luck. You know, you have a lot of women, though, who they love drama. They love abuse. They love it. They're just a freak for punishment. Do I understand it? Nope.
The one that is being interviewed is the one that is supposed to be doing the talking. But you just running off at the mouth. And the Bible says in Proverbs 13:3, he that keeps his mouth keepeth his life. But he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. So standard rule is that I teach women is that when you're just starting to date a man, never allow a man to allow you to do most of the talking. Any man that will allow you to do most of the talking is either not a leader or he has something to hide. Any man that doesn't want to talk is either not a leader or he has something to hide. And if he's not a leader, he's not going to make a good husband. I know you want a man so bad you don't care that he's not a leader, but trust me, when you have children and those bills piled up, you're gonna want a leader. And if a man doesn't have anything to talk about, he doesn't have a vision. He doesn't have a vision. A man that has a vision has a conversation. Any man that does not have anything to talk about with a woman that he's interested in either is not a leader or he has something to hide. Number 3.
And that also applies to women as well. That's why I know for a fact that I was born to be a leader. I am a leader. Believe that. You know, you have women out here. In this world, you have to have leaders and you have to have followers. I feel that any female who feels that she has to have a man, she can't be happy, or she doesn't feel whole unless she has a man, that's a follower. She wasn't born to be a leader. You have some people in this world who they have to be controlled because they don't know how to do right, live right, or stand on their own, you know? No, I don't need to be controlled, sweetheart. That's why I left that religion I was in, Jehovah's Witnesses. That's one of the reasons, because it's very mind controlling. It's indoctrinating people. And no, no, mm-mm. I did my research on it. I did what Jehovah and Jesus told me to do. I finally did the research, looked into it, and yeah, as the leader that I am, yeah, I had to fall back from that. But back to the point, you have women in this world who are definitely followers. And there's nothing wrong with that, because everybody can't be a leader.
When a woman thinks she's in love, she gives too much too soon. She gives too much too soon. Some of y'all been dating this man for 3 weeks, and this man got your car keys. You've been knowing this man for a month, and this man got a key to your house, and you got children in this house. You don't know this man. You don't know this man. And no man is supposed to have keys to your house unless you have his last name and a ring on your finger and some license to prove that y'all married. You got children in the house. You got a man with your keys to your house, and you got babies in there, and you just met this man. I mean, we've been dating for 3 months. You don't know nobody in no 3 months.
That is so true. That is so true. Like I said in a couple of my previous videos, I wouldn't even think about having sex with no dude before 7 months, because I'm a firm believer in lucky number 7. I just believe in lucky number 7. 7 months, and we're going to be going out at least twice a week. At least twice a week, so I can get to know this character, and I will be asking a considerable amount of questions. And if he don't have any questions for me, you don't have no interest in me, you're not trying to get to know me. I mean, what's going on with that? What's up? Like I said, the 5 that I dated from Facebook, the direct messaging me, I threw away the 4. I kept the 1. The reason I kept the 1 is because he was very, very knowledgeable. And him and we talk about spiritual things all the time. He builds me up spiritually. We read our daily devotional each night at 8 o'clock. And I love that. I love that because it's good conversation. After we read it, we discuss it. What points did you get from this? Or how can you use this in your life to make it better? Or how do you think you can apply this? And we just have these amazing conversations. That's why I kept him. And he knows that this is just about being a buddy. He already knows that I'm a firm believer in 1 Corinthians chapter 7. When it recommends that, you know what, if you want your happily ever afters, please stay single. He already knows what's up.
Give too much too soon. You give too much too soon. And see, it's your nature. As women, you're givers. Trust me, you're givers. But babe, you got to learn how to hold back on that. All of that giving is not for every man. That's for the right man. You're not supposed to be paying no dude's bills. No dude that you just met, you dating, he borrowing money from you. And you giving it to him. You're giving away too much too soon. You got to hold back, babe. You got to pull back on some of that stuff.
And that's such an excellent point as well. I be thinking about men who sit around asking women, babe, can you like kick me over like $20? I need some gas in my car. Or babe, can you sweetie, love of my life, you know, that sugar-coating words like Satan uses when he was deceiving Eve. Yeah, sweetheart, you know, I need some gas money, or baby, I need a little money for this, or baby, I need this. Whoa, first of all, you trying to tell me you don't have, at least, as a man who's always up in some woman's face, you don't have a bank account? You don't have a savings account? Anytime you got to sit up here and borrow money from people, and you're a man, supposed to be a man, and you don't have at least $1,000 saved, after each pay that you get, you can put in even, $25 out of each paycheck. So anytime a dude is asking you for a loan, then you know he's broke. Broke is a joke. And I'm not saying we're supposed to be gold diggers, but we're not supposed to be, like R.C. Blake said, stupid. It's a man's job to provide. R.C. Blake, he have a lot of videos on that. Women sitting up here, he pays for everything in his household. He pays for everything. He pays for his kids' education. When they go on trips, he pays for. This man is amazing. His wife, she worked She worked as a registered nurse, but she retired. But she renews her license every 4 years or every 3 years or every 4 years. She always do that renewal, because she's a smart woman. In case this man, this amazing man, something falls short, she always has her RN license intact, and she can always fall back on that. R.C. Blake treats his wife like a queen. Like a queen, but that's because she has a queen mentality. So does Michelle Obama. So does Hillary Clinton. I love strong women. So does, my girl Joyce Myers. So it's not like I'm anti-marriage, because I'm not, because a lot of the women that I admire are married, but they're not floor mats. They don't make a man the be-all to end-all. They can take him or they can leave him, as we see Hillary Clinton has proven. I love a strong woman. It just, makes my skin just, have bubbles of excitement.
Oh, Lord. See, because women start from a position of selflessness.
Yep.
Women are much more selfless than men. Men are quite often, especially undeveloped men that are undeveloped up here, are quite often selfish. Men start.
And I can agree with him on that, because I was listening to something with Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil said the same exact thing, pretty much. He said when a man does something, he never hardly do anything unless there's something in it for him. They always have to have something in it for them, whereas women, they are more selfless. And we do it from the heart. We do it because we're helpers. We do it because that's our natural state in terms of being a nurturer. Men provide, women nurture. That's what we do. But like, a lot of the men are trying to get women to understand, you need to chill with that. Fall back, girls. You need to stop that, because it's not appreciated. People are looking at you, these dudes out here, they don't see you as a loving, wonderful, God-fearing, amazing woman. They see you as a sucker. I know one dude I was talking to, and he ended up saving over $800,000 because he had the woman paying the bills in the house and doing most of the financial heavy lifting. He had a bank account to choke a cow. So when he walked off and left this female, he admitted that he was wrong, but he went into detail and he was very honest with me. And I appreciated that. He knew what he did was wrong. Sat up here, saved his money, let her do most of the freaking whatever while his money was building. Shoot.
At a position of selfishness, women at selflessness. Though, now listen to this very carefully. The woman should start from a position. Now listen to this, because this is going to hit you like a ton of bricks right here. The woman should start. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. Protect your heart. There you go. The woman should start from a position of self-interest and then gradually move towards selflessness as the man proves to make her first and to honor her.
Okay, you got it. I'm going to do a part 3. This is just way too amazing. I'm having such a great time here early in the morning, having my tea with cream. I'm going to do a part 3 for bad habits and mistakes women make in love, which most of the time it's not even love. They are highly, highly infatuated, and they either have fear, infatuation, or codependency. But they confuse all of that with love, and it's not really love. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side for part 3.